this video, we at Tailored Accounts are excited to introduce you to our system analysis service, Tailored Workflows. Our pitch includes 3 parts: concept overview, decoding the legend key, and sample workflow. Welcome to Part 1, Concept Overview. If you are wondering, why system analysis? You are in the right place. To answer this, we invite you to imagine your morning commute, without road signs, lane markings, or any direction. Total chaos, right? Same for business operations. Without well-defined workflows, emails get lost, approvals stall, double work happens, while skilled employees are stuck in endless reactive firefighting loops, instead of proactively driving business growth. In response, many businesses rush to buy the latest software subscription, expecting AI and automation tools to free up their staff. That's where the second trap emerges. Can an off-the-shelf platform really solve your unique business challenges? The short answer is no. When you implement trending technology without first understanding your workflow, you simply automate the chaos. The result? Years of implementation, training, troubleshooting, add-up costs, only to discover the automation doesn't fit your business ecosystem. Similar to any infrastructure, ICT business systems need to be designed before built. This is where our system analysis service, Tailored Workflows, comes in. Think of your favorite subway map with color-coded routes to guide commuters. We use similar design principles to optimize a workflow tailored to your business. Before we ride the line, let's decode the map. To start, can you guess what makes up a workflow? At its core, a workflow consists of processes and sub-processes, applications, and most importantly, people. To make these concepts easier to visualize, we'll translate them into friendlier terms: stations, platforms, passengers, and routes. Zooming in to station and platform. Stations represent processes and sub-processes, organized into levels 1, 2, and 3. At every station, 3 simple signals show whether a process starts, continues, or ends. Note that portals connect the end of one process to the start of another. Platforms, shown as blue dotted rectangles, represent applications such as Xero, MYOB, and so on. These platforms follow automatic directions as blue dotted arrows to execute automatic actions, also written in blue. Simply put, blue means automation. In contrast, other colors demonstrate human participation, which we'll cover next. Passengers are humans driving the workflow. They can be internal groups, such as finance, Team A or Team B, external groups, such as suppliers, customers. Routes are the paths these passengers follow. They consist of direction as arrows, action in a platform component, decision as diamond shape. Every passenger group is coded with a unique color. For example, finance team can navigate where to get on and off, what action to take, by simply following the green route. No need to untangle the entire map. Sometimes routes cross. An OR junction means that any one passenger arriving can complete the exit route and proceed. Meanwhile, an AND junction is a mandatory checkpoint. It means all entry passengers must arrive and complete their action before anything can proceed. For example, bank payment must be authorized by multiple managers. This is how we build controls and compliance into our workflow visualization. Now that you know how to read the map, let's walk through an example. At a high level, we divide accounts payable into 2 major stations: invoice receipt and payment. To demonstrate how Tailored Workflow transforms operations, we'll focus on the first half of the journey, invoice receipt. Invoice receipt is divided into 2 substations, expense approval and expense record. Expense approval begins with a supplier emailing invoice to a staff member via Outlook platform. Staff then seek approval from Team A or Team B manager accordingly. This immediately exposes our first inefficiency, the inbox black hole. When workflow heavily relies on email, requests and approvals are easily lost in crowded inboxes. This leads to follow-ups, reminders, and delays, especially when invoices are sent to the wrong manager. After either manager approves, staff forward everything to finance team and move through portal A to the next station, expense record. At the expense record station, finance team goes to Outlook platform to retrieve invoice information. But wait, what if the data isn't sufficient? Finance team has to bounce it right back to the staff member, who has to resubmit editing details. This is our second inefficiency, the editing loop. Each back and forth exchange accumulates delays, risks miscommunication, and creates rework for everyone involved. Finally, once the data is sufficient, finance manually keys in invoice details into Xero platform, including supplier name, ABN, amount, GST, issue date, due date, codes to appropriate cost center, then saves and approves invoice before moving through Portal B for payment. This reveals our third bottleneck, manual data entry. It's repetitive, time-consuming, and highly prone to human error. Now, let's look at the recommended workflow to see how we fix all of this by designing a targeted tech stack. The new invoice receipt station rearranges order of the substations. Starts with expense record, then expense approval. At expense record, instead of an invoice getting lost in an Outlook inbox, the supplier sends it directly to the organization address on a platform called Dext. Dext automatically imports the document and records all those tedious details for you: the supplier name, ABN, amount, GST, and dates. It even applies the preset job code. As you can see, two inefficiencies, the inbox black hole and the manual data entry, were eliminated. Finance simply reviews and submits the invoice for approval, which sends us through Portal A to the next station, expense approval. At the expense approval station, through Portal A, Dext pushes the invoice to Approval Max platform. Approval Max automatically directs the invoice to the assigned approver. Once either Team A or Team B manager approves, the invoice is automatically published to Xero platform, landing in the awaiting payment queue. Just like that, the back and forth correction loop is gone. And there you have it, the optimized workflow for your business, prepared for implementation. Ready to transform your way of working? Remember, optimization before automation. Contact us for your tailored workflow today. Tailored Accounts 2026. All rights reserved. This workflow and related materials are proprietary to Tailored Accounts and are provided solely for the recipient's internal use. They must not be copied, adapted, reproduced, distributed, published, shared with third parties, or reused for any other purpose without Tailored Accounts' prior written permission.